All right, what's going on, guys? I am so sorry for the giant clusterfuck that began this contest. I am Bill Dozer, your hostess with the mostest today. What's going on, everybody? Let's get some excitement in this place. I have lost 14 pounds in fluids running around here finding cooking implements, but we're going to make this happen. All right, here comes Wes Johnson with his Johnson. Big round of hands for Big Wes Johnson. Woo! Wes. Yeah. All right, so guys, who here has never been to a Gamer Iron Chef before? Holy shit! Awesome, welcome guys. So we're gonna do the easiest breakdown. Think of you and a group of your friends really drunk in a college dorm decided to have a cooking contest, because in the most purest sense of the form, that's exactly what this is this year. We're gonna have 3 teams. We've got Team Castwave, Team Canada A, and Team George Foreman. Unfortunately, there are no George Foremans now, but the team is here to represent. Each team is going to have a griddle to be able to cook on. It's not a George Foreman, but actually these are a lot nicer than the George Foremans that we had, so this is going to be a step up. In a twist, we've got 2 microwaves this year to try to make things easier, because we don't... No blenders, but you've got forks, and I also got Tupperware bowls, so you guys can have stuff to mix stuff and throw stuff in the microwaves that are fairly microwave safe.
Hey, Bill.
Yes, sir.
I've got a message from the Gamer Iron Chef PR department. This is just really to kind of simulate that poor college student experience where you just couldn't afford to get everything you wanted to make the party what it should be.
In the truest form of MAGFest, the show must go on.
Hashtag YOLO.
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 But what we do have this year is a tiny toaster oven, so that should be a game changer.
Tiny toaster oven.
With a griddle on top as well, so technically 4 griddles. Share nicely. Everyone has a griddle, but there's only 2 microwaves. Don't be a dick. Don't block people and stuff like that. We're going to have secret ingredients that I haven't unveiled yet. We also have a cool little pantry of things over here. We've got all kinds of stuff you would find in a college dorm, like little goldfish. And, you know, like...
Are these actual goldfish?
The cheddar goldfish.
Okay.
Yes.
No, not feeders.
No, I'm sorry.
Don't play.
We were on a budget. We had to buy a griddle. We've got a thing of we've got 9 snack packs of vanilla pudding.
Ooh.
So one big pack for each team. We've got soft caramels for dessert implementations. We've got bananas, stovetop stuffing. We've got canned white chicken, chicken white meat.
Parts.
Yeah, parts, you know, scattered parts. We've got little to-go things of Jiffy peanut butter. We've got 3 cans of sprayable cheese. We've got tortillas, and of course, we've got beef ramen, because you have to have beef ramen. Yes. We also got, like I said, some Tupperware and stuff like that. We got plates, forks. We also have 3 cans of baked beans.
So what you're saying basically is...
All of them.
You're not required.
Blazing saddles.
It is. Extra points if you use them, because there's not a can opener. So, because that was in the Gamer Iron. So extra point. You got one? Cool. Word. Can you guys share? Would that be really cool? We've got a can opener. Kind of.
Oh, come on.
I think Team Canada might have just taken an early lead with that can opener.
Okay.
Let's throw a can in a bowl, spritz it
for
with
the
cheese.
secret ingredient, Adam, if you could be so kind.
This?
Oh, no, the bourbon's for us, but in this nondescript clear plastic container, we've got, since we are in Virginia, Virginia country ham.
All right.
Yeah. All right. There's a pound of it thinly sliced here. Here's the rule. Every team has to use this however they want. There's a pound of it, so there's enough to go around, so don't be greedy. But you have to implement this in at least one of your dishes, at least one of them.
Doesn't count if you put it on your face and say, silence of the
You
lambs.
want a slice, baby? You can have a slice. Get it.
Hello.
That's the best country ham I've ever eaten. Oh my God. Oh, I got you, John. All right, so.
Don't give it to an addict.
Wait, should I surprise this now or later?
Later. Yeah. There is going to be one more surprise ingredient that we're going to unveil in a little while.
We're going to need a magazine.
It's not a super
to
game
make
changer,
it.
but it's a game changer. All right, so here's how it goes, guys. Everyone's going to make an appetizer. Everyone's going to make a main course, and then you can make a dessert and or beverage, preferably alcoholic, because holy shit. But you're going to be graded on use of your secret ingredient and creativity, overall taste, and plating. Please try to keep everything food safe. I've really made nothing that, oh God, I forgot. There's also hot dogs over there.
So, Bill, how do we rate these things?
Oh yeah, cracked black pepper.
No!
No.
What? No.
Don't kill one of my favorite guests, please.
John, I told him. I think he's just making a joke. I want you to know.
No, I said don't use
Okay.
cracked pepper.
Oh, okay.
I said don't kill him.
So basically, it would be anywhere from great, edible, fatality.
Yes. Also, Brendan, on that, Brendan, if you want to look underneath the table and take a look at the ingredients list on that secret ingredient that you have, because I'm really afraid that might be in there. There's no black pepper in that? Okay, cool. Cool, then everything's cool. There's no other food allergies or anything, right, gentle dudes and lady?
One for me, pineapples and coconut. I can have the juices, but not the actual fruit.
Okay, no nuts go near her face. You got it? Oh, she looks sad.
Is that why you wanted to divide last night from the super sexy party?
No comment.
All right, so teams, do you guys have any questions? Cool. All right, so what time do we have, gentle dudes?
It is 12:38.
12:38. You guys are going to have 1 hour to prep, cook, plate, and present. There's 6 judges. There's a ton of plates. There's a ton of spoons, knives, forks, all that stuff over there. And there's Tupperware containers for making stuff up and everything like that, and whatever you need. Kick some ass, guys. Let's have some fun. We're going to do some commentary and stuff like that. It's going to be a great time. I'm going to sit the country
Bill,
ham over here.
I didn't hear you say wash your hands.
Oh, for the love of Christ, yes, wash your hands. Please wash your hands.
We don't want any of the mysterious secret ingredients.
Yeah, no lingering ingredients, please.
That's why we gotta have Wes
Don't let me down, TV.
No one else thought about clean hands.
Bacterial
Important safety
infections
tip,
are not
Egon.
welcome. Unknown live cultures.
The only conflict we need is several members of the chamber.
Oh no, a cord.
Becker, how many fuse breaks
My
are we
only
gonna have?
weakness.
How many what? Fuse breaks.
Yeah, how many circuit breakers are we gonna pop doing this?
So there's a wild card. If you guys want to start a pool, if you want to start a pool on how many times the power will go out in this room, that is a meme.
I'm gonna start at 16 minutes. 16 minutes.
But how many total times do you think it's going to happen? Also,
3.
John says 3. That's actually, and we have a 4. Keep track of your number. Write it down or something, because we also are distributing the power a little bit differently this year. We don't have access to the power box that we had last year. So no, I know where the circuit breaker is still. So one of us might be running back and forth between the back hallway, but also we have an extra microwave, so that might mean it might go out more. It might mean it might go out less. It's plugged in a completely different place.
As long as it's in
Who the hell knows?
Remember, guys, actual nutrition is optional.
As with side effects may include diarrhea, painful rectal itch, nausea.
General announcement. Hey, contestants. General announcement. If you're going to have something like this or that, it must be in a nondescript container. So hide it or put it in a cup.
Peel it.
It's an issue now.
Suddenly, this hotel has so many issues. See all the notes in the elevators, you guys? Yeah.
Yeah,
Absolutely
that'll work
no
too.
vaping
That
or
definitely works
smoking,
too.
or MAGFest will not return to this hotel ever again. Signed, the
That
management.
works too. It's root beer.
Yeah, they're serious as a heart attack this year.
I was very encouraged to hear one of the contestants say, I got to go wash my hands. Nobody likes the cuisine prepared by Chef Stinkfinger III.
That guy who used to make the gas station sushi?
Yes.
I think Mike Rawson needs to write a song called Gas Station Sushi.
Do you have any songs about anything gastro pub and?
As you do. Yeah, it happens, I guess.
Mike, do you have any songs? Any songs that you may that are food related?
Let me comb through my repertoire for a couple minutes. I'll try to think of one.
Well, he's my official taster. Mike Rawson will be my official taster.
The judges?
Well, you have to taste it, Wes. He's your eater.
Well,
Like I've got Bridget over here to be my eater.
I
I'll
made a little taste
but
of
she's
it.
going to devour.
yeah, I don't swallow, John.
I make no.
That's not what we heard about you.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, and the thing is, I've a deal with Mike that he will consume the food for me, and I will hold his hair back while he pukes.
Who's going to hold his beard back while he pukes?
That's the real problem.
Yeah, that's tricky.
Then he becomes Clumpy the pirate.
All right. You know,
Clumpy, Clumpbeard, the pirate. Chunkbeard.
Chunkbeard the
Chunkbeard
pirate.
the pirate.
Arr.
you know,
And currently Wes Johnson, Skinbeard the pirate.
Aye.
Or Peghead.
Peghead.
Anybody ever play World of Warships? Yeah? You ever play the pirate? I'm the pirate in World of Warships. Try it out, man.
I have updated in like maybe near a year.
You're way overdue.
Yeah.
So how many folks here tonight, this is your first panel today? How many?
Where the hell you been?
All right, I want to just get a rough idea here. How many people here continued partying after 2 a.m., 3 a.m., 4 a.m.? How many people have not been to sleep yet?
Oh, wow.
Oh, good for you people.
Thank you.
Good
Yeah.
people.
Now, for those of you who, of everybody has slept, how many passed out involuntarily? Well, there's at least, yeah.
What's your room number?
How many people are not planning on sleeping tonight?
Yeah.
How many people think they'll be able to live up to that?
Oh, I'm down for all of that. This is my absolute last panel of the weekend.
Well, unless you come to mine later tonight at midnight, we're going to have a midnight panel. And of course, there will be the now starting to be traditional showing of A Dirty Shame, the John Waters film.
I'm sorry, Wes, but you're up against that lingerie show, and I have every intention of checking that out. Maybe
Well,
I'll
bring 'em-
split my
bring
time
'em-
between the
Bring
two.
them here towards the end, and we can all watch A Dirty Shame together.
In lingerie.
Yes. Yeah.
Nice. I'll wear a thong. Is that
That would be
okay?
great, yeah.
All right.
You know, if there's a way to get that combination between the long johns with the flap and a thong,
And that is?
maybe the thong with a flap.
Thong with a flap.
I don't know how it works.
I guess it's a front door.
Yeah, it is. Boing.
Just the tip, please.
The thong on the outside of the union.
Bacon. Look, thick sliced bacon right there.
How many people out there today are wearing their thongs?
Oh, there's more bacon over there. I like the look of that bacon.
That's another phrase that people hear
Oh, Canada.
when they're wearing a thong. I like the look of that bacon.
Look at that bacon.
Also, we see Team Canada with maple bacon, and we know it's real maple in that maple bacon if it's coming from Canada.
Yes, so far bacon
that,
seems to be a big staple here at the Iron Chef.
Yeah, I like that.
Is
Bacon
maple
and cheese.
Is maple flavored bacon actually flavored with maple, or is it a flavor
Chemical.
additive?
I think it's a chemical.
I think it depends on how cheap. I think it depends on how cheap the producer of said product
I
is.
think you're right.
Is any of it kosher?
Yes.
Not as such.
I'll go with that.
Absolutely.
Not that I'm Jewish, and not that there's anything wrong with that.
I'm off
John,
the
there
deck
is
and we're
nothing kosher here about what we're seeing today.
This is true. Oh, look at that country ham.
The country ham
God, my
next
mouth
to
is
the bacon.
watering.
And look over here to the left. They've also got, what kind of sausages are they?
They're garlic herb chicken.
Garlic herb chicken sausage, country Virginia ham, and bacon.
I find it
So
not
far, the
good.
only ingredients
No,
that we
it's
see at this
nausea,
table,
sickening.
besides the beverages.
Hold that and your other bacon up. And I'll tweet out a picture.
Now, what is that?
That's female bacon. That is the actual bacon, Canadian bacon.
Oh, Canadian bacon.
Now, can you just take a big bite
Back
off the
bacon.
end of that?
Wait, so you get to slice
they
that to the
call it back
thickness of
bacon,
your
eh?
choice? I want mine extra thick.
Can you just hold up the big clump and bite the end off it?
Hey, extra thick.
It's very unwieldy. Yeah. Oh, is it breaking? It'll be less of an issue with more wrapping in bacon.
Which one goes to the world? That?
That's nice.
Which is pretty good, or
Wow, tough choice, tough choice.
The cholesterol content of the dishes being made today are in the millions.
Yeah. Good pose.
Of course, right here in the middle, we've got meat wrapped around cheese.
But it's meat wrapped around cheese, then wrapped in more meat, and then they're going to add some more meat.
Because yo, dog.
Oh, yeah.
I heard you like meat.
I think it needs a little more meat there.
Good times.
They're putting bacon on.
Now the bacon is starting to sizzle, everybody.
Slice, they can slice.
Wake up and smell the bacon.
I'll save you some if you want. I mean,
Yeah, that's good eating there, boy.
I got one at 2. Am I going to make it?
Oh, I don't know. You'll make it.
I hope so.
I will not. It's in, mine's in like
Hey!
15 minutes.
You should say it louder so everyone hears.
Hey!
There you are.
How you doing?
You're safe and healthy.
Just for the contestants to know, it's 1:45, and I have to leave for lunch at 2. So,
I ended up having surgery
make sure
that
he
same
can't
weekend.
have lunch.
yeah, stuff me full of bacon and ham, baby.
They called me on Wednesday. I had the appointment on Thursday, and then I got the surgery on Saturday. And then I was done. Yeah. Well, no. I got the arcade instead
Yeah.
of
Put some gaff tape on front of it.
Look at the slices of bacon. Oh, my God.
It takes a lot.
Oh, Canada.
Oh, now what peppers are those that you got there?
A month when you're like full busy, you'll be so.
I can smell the maple in that, and I'm ready.
Yeah. My glasses.
So most of our pepper products here are jalapeno based. It's good times.
Oh, no, really?
A ghost and a reaper. So keep that out of our eyes. I'm already wearing glasses.
That's what I need to eat, or I cannot have any of that. No peppers.
Hey guys, I can smell the maple on this bacon sizzling in front of us.
No. Only black pepper. Those is just because they're so spicy and the acid. Oh, it's killer.
Oh yeah.
Plus, I don't know about
You mean this completely nondescript beverage?
You can't taste the meat anymore. I'm only tasting spicy stuff. I want to taste the real food, you know? I bet you're a spicy guy.
Well,
That is
I like both. But I definitely, if I have to have like a hot sauce or a spice or whatever, I want it to be like flavorful.
Yeah.
You know, that sort of thing. I hate that like vinegar, you know, kind of nasty, you know, whatever.
Yeah, you probably don't like Carolina barbecue that much then because it's that vinegary.
I would definitely eat like Virginia or you know, like red sauce, barbecue sauce kind
Texas,
of guy.
Kansas City style, yeah. And not the dry rubs either. Nope.
Not going anywhere, but right here. All right.
Some are okay.
Well, so here's the thing. Like if the meat
So we have meat wrapped upon meat here.
Then it's okay.
And then inside the meat, a big thing of cheese. Jalapenos are now being sliced. And the bacon sizzling in front of us has a scent of maple coming off of it that's just lovely. Now, that's very thick sliced bacon, is it not, gentlemen?
Very much so.
Yes.
Wes, you ain't
Is that-
seen shit for thick sliced bacon. Look over here at Team Canada.
Oh, I know.
Show him those flanks over there. Not the bacon on the grill.
Oh, yeah,
That
that's the real Canadian
is
bacon
look at
there.
that.
Look at
That's
that.
bacon.
Those are
Back
pork
bacon.
chops, John.
On the
We've
plug-
got
You know,
we've got
Canada-
jalapenos being prepared with garlic over here. So if there are any vampires in the room, that's fair warning right now.
See, what we call Canadian bacon, the Canadians actually call back bacon. And so, thank you. And so in Canada, they call American cheese back cheese.
Yeah.
In retaliation, eh?
I was down by the pool earlier today. We saw a number of people swimming around with back bacon.
I thought Canadians called all American cheeses Velveeta.
We got Team Castaway over here
White cheddar.
taking full advantage of this country ham. It's smelling amazing.
Well, I got the country
Now, how
ham over
come
there.
the
I don't
cloves
see
of
what they're
garlic, ladies
sizzling,
and
but
gentlemen?
I see lots of wraps. I don't know how the pudding is going to
We
work.
got country ham in the oven.
And we got garlic.
There is so much bacon being cooked in this room right now that people who don't even know what's happening here are starting to float in involuntarily.
Also, leftovers are for the audience, guys. So stick around. You'll get to sample a lot of this food.
Canadian bacon, they're coated.
There's a spider back here spinning a web that says something.
I see a bread bowl being made.
God, I cannot wait to try that.
I'm really curious to see what goes in the bread bowl now.
Like, bread bowls are my favorite way to consume pretty much anything. So, like, I'm curious but aroused.
I'm really curious as to what Team Canada here, Canada A, is coating those gigantically thick sliced pieces of bacon in. What is that? Mayo? Mayo and panko? Oh my God.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God.
And I see over here at Team Castaway, they're slicing up cake. It looks like they're gonna make some layers here. We got some pudding and some dessert cakes.
Yeah, we've got
Sliced
pudding,
up.
cake, bacon.
You know, everything.
If we
you
had the
guys
proper
so
supplies,
many-
it seems like we could
Every
reanimate the
dish
whole
includes
thing.
bacon here today.
Bacon. The bacon has bacon. The country ham is going to be wrapped in
We've
bacon.
got bacon wrapped in country ham, wrapped around cheese, and it's about to include jalapenos, peppers, and garlic.
I'm down.
It looks to me like Team Canada is making steak fried chicken fried steak.
That sounds amazing.
Steak fried chicken fried steak?
Going over here.
Yeah. It's Colester Fest 2017.
We also have chicken breast fillets over here.
Oh, yeah, baby.
Some chicken strips.
Son of a bitch.
Is anybody making chicken cordon bleu?
Flash.
By any chance?
Flashy lights.
You got country ham and you got chicken and you got coating, man. You can make chicken cordon bleu that would kick ass right now.
Just don't make that for John St. John. I'm looking out for you, baby. You're all right.
And we were, everyone in the audience was playing Pokemon. It was like Twitch plays Pokemon. It was really
Man,
difficult
the
to
bacon. Oh.
We're now coating the cake in pudding.
Anything happen, period.
Wait. Coating the cake in pudding?
And pudding.
Are we making Boston cream pie over here?
Sometime a cream pie.
You guys
I'm
have
always
all
for cream
sorts.
pies.
I'm looking at rivers of bacon grease over there. You know, you should get
buddy.
bonus points for being able to use that in something. You know, like soak the bread bowls with the bacon grease before putting the bacon in.
Mix the bacon grease with maple syrup
Oh, there you go. There
and
you
then
go.
pour it in my veins.
Just inject it.
Yeah.
Just inject it.
That's all I need. That's the secret. That's how I keep this Zeus-like body.
Those are bacon slices coated in panko. Those
Always render it down, make bacon flavored soap.
keep one for you, save one.
So I heard the word cake over at this table.
Yeah. Hey, Brendan,
My mouth is watering.
let me see that number 2.
Mike started to.
Nobody make a number 2 in here today. That is not an ingredient.
Brendan's got a very special ingredient. I'm going to let Brendan Becker, Mr. MAGFest, introduce.
It's green and
All
leafy.
right.
And,
Here comes secret ingredient number 2. Do we have anyone that has some Dutch heritage here?
I'll be here.
A little? Well, then you'll be pleased to see that I am introducing Cookie Naughty or Speculoos.
what is it? What is it?
Oh, that shit is so good. I can't have it, but it's so good.
Cookie butter.
Cookie butter.
Cookie butter.
On 3, everybody say the safe word cookie butter. 1, 2, 3. Cookie butter.
I don't want to
That
say
means
the
we're
safe
all
word.
safe.
Hey, John, I don't want to say the safe word.
Listen, last night's safe word was white cheddar. Today it's cookie butter. Do not accidentally call out white cheddar today as your safe word because things will continue.
So is there only one container of the cookie butter?
Yes.
Cool.
I mean, come, bring me a clean spoon and I'll get you a nice big spoonful.
I gotta say, Wes, that's really good advice. We definitely don't want our contestants to pull a rookie move and confuse the wrong day's safe word.
Never use the wrong safe word.
Yeah.
And this, for what it's worth, this is the crunchy cookie.
For the record, my safe word is, was, and always will be platypus.
Isn't it rather problematic to have the safe word be
there's
one
no
of the
peanuts.
ingredients?
Yeah, like
It's unavoidable that someone will say it.
I'm going to give you
That's true. It will be said at some point.
that decent for.
That's definitely a good call there, Mike.
Have you ever had?
I gotta say, my
Although
safe word is keep going.
Yes.
Yeah, you know, why not? Make it a challenge. Let it be a challenge.
In the midnight hour, she cried cookie butter.
Yeah. I mean, what do I have here?
So are those hash browns over there? We seeing hash browns? That's the bacon, and it's been breaded in what? In panko breadcrumbs. Nice, nice. Next to the bacon, and you are utilizing the bacon grease to help sizzle
the bacon.
Help sizzle that. It went a little bit in here.
Wow, Team Canada, you
Nice.
got me partially erect already.
Very good management of space over there.
John,
for
look
Team
over
Canada.
here. We've got country ham. We've got Canadian bacon, thick maple bacon
What are they
wrapped
wrapped
around
around?
cheese.
Oh, what kind of cheese are you using?
What kind of cheese?
Oh, God. Oh, I need
Now,
another
they have
napkin.
not
I'm
used the
drooling.
jalapenos, nor have they used the garlic yet, but it's still standing upon the precipice.
Hey, guys, I don't know if you've ever been around a ghost pepper, Carolina Reaper, or habanero or above. Be prepared to vacate the area when they start sauteing them. You ever sauteing them?
Wow.
And I didn't bring
What kind
my
of
gas
peppers
back.
are those? Just
Damn.
jalapeno, or what are they?
Jalapeno, Ghost, and Reaper.
So we've got
Oh, boy.
jalapeno, ghost, and reaper peppers.
Oh boy.
Are they a part of those things you're making right there?
No, not these.
Oh, good. I'll eat
Good.
those.
I am now fear.
Yeah, I'm.
Warn me before you hand me anything with any peppers.
Me too, please.
I have to know. I'll take a tiny taste, but
1 second.
oh, it's optional.
Oh,
all
good,
right,
good.
all right.
A little, so it's for death salsa.
For those that don't know, the Carolina Reaper is currently the second hottest pepper on the planet, and the ghost pepper is currently holding up fourth on the hottest peppers on the planet.
Ghost is fourth.
So I even
No,
bring
Reaper
that
got beat
piker
as of 3
jalapeno
months
into the
ago.
mix.
Some guy was able to come up with a string of Carolina Reaper mixed with Trinidad Scorpion Maruga on accident. Here. Yeah.
It's like dragon.
No worries.
Because some people can't leave well enough alone.
That's right.
Well, if you read the
Protein water.
just to finish the story, the guy that created the new
peppers.
hottest pepper on the
He's got
planet
the peppers.
created it because he wanted just a pretty pepper in his garden. So he bred it to look pretty, and it turns out it's
have
got the
no
highest
doubt.
Scoville units per pepper on the planet. No, I didn't have an official name that I read. Oh, you know what I'm talking about? It's called the Dragon's Breath.
So we're throwing in jalapeno and tomato in with the reaper
There
and
you
ghost
go.
peppers, and they're just going to be invisible.
Yeah, they're gonna melt.
It's like
They're gonna
nobody
melt.
is going to be like, I sense a touch of tomato in this.
Oh, so you know what the Scoville scale means. I mean, how many
Yeah, I just got a picture I'm going to put on Facebook right now.
ballpark?
Oh, yeah, you know
Yeah.
what? They're better when they're brown. Let me take another one. Do you
You've
want
got the reapers and you've got the ghost peppers in there. It doesn't matter what you eat with it. Tomorrow you're going to be firing off like the Batmobile.
Is there a top end to that scale, or does it just keep increasing with innovation?
I've wondered before, like, can you engineer a pepper that's just a glob of capsaicin and a little more?
Just a little nitroglycerin in edible form.
The stuff you can just break off the plant and throw it in the packer.
Now that's some crispy bacon there. Those two are very crispy. Are they going to be incorporated or used just by themselves?
They're just rendered. Go get a drink.
I can dig it.
Unless you guys want them.
I mean,
I'm sure somebody up here will want some nice crispy bacon.
Looking good.
Damn right it is.
Yeah, it is.
That's
yeah, it is.
bacon, bitch.
now we haven't heard much out of Team Castwave. They seem to be very, very into this toaster oven.
The mini toaster oven, yeah?
I'm going to try
Looks
They're
like
making
it's
it
called
work
the
over there, Brian.
Nostalgia
It's
Electric,
a
which of
toaster
course is
oven
perfect
inside
for
and a hot
MAGFest.
plate on top. That's cool.
Brian's making the little mini toaster oven go.
I've never seen a toaster oven with a hot plate on top. That's pretty
I know. That's nice.
Good.
Oh, man.
Dude, it's fine.
Sriracha is just a little light flavor.
Really.
The meat looks so thick. It's so good.
But it's not like regular thick. That's like THICC monospace font. Like.
Do you trust the chef who wears a shirt that says "Death awaits you all"?
with big, nasty, pointy teeth.
Just FYI, we're 20 minutes into the 1 hour cook time.
Oh shit, is that butter?
No, that's just oil.
Oh, it's just oil. Well, you know, it's still good. It still clogs the arteries the same.
Holy shit.
Yeah, yeah.
Everything's smelling so fucking good right now.
And many pigs were harmed during the making of this film.
A lot of preparation going into the salsa on the side over
It
here.
really is.
Block of cheddar getting cut up over. We got diced up country ham. We've got bacon getting diced up. We've got a whole brick of what kind of cheese is that there, Brian? Sharp cheddar cheese, and then
So
shredded.
Brian,
and then
do us a
shredded
favor here.
cheddar.
Step away from the grill for 1 sec. Let us see what you're doing over there.
They've got bacon wrapped cheddar.
Bacon wrapped cheddar.
I
bacon
think
wrapped
I have
ham
a
and cheddar.
situation in my pants now. This is I'm getting
I
excited.
think they're
I
small
will help that
portions, but I think
situation.
these over here are going to be sliced. Are these going to be
Yes,
sliced,
you will.
or are they full portions?
We
They are
also have,
full portions.
We have diced up chicken too.
Somebody over there is beating their meat pretty fiercely.
I believe I've spotted hot Cheetos.
They are using that bacon grease to accent the bread.
Indeed. And then on goes a little Parmesan, looks like.
Now, I appreciate that Team Castwave over here has made extensive use of various sorts of snacky cakes and related junk foods. It's interesting to see them go up against traditional ingredients, further solidifying the whole drunk in a college dorm room aesthetic.
Then used from a team that didn't get in.
Now, is that the toaster oven / griddle we have over here?
Oh, yeah.
For Team Casper?
Yeah, no, looks like it's the
Mega meat.
He's
Nostalgia Electric
on a roll
from Retro Series, perhaps. It looks like it's
He's
supposed to
working
be
at
here,
warp speed.
and it looks like it's got like a tiny little place for like a 1 pot or a 1 cup pot of coffee. Sadly, it doesn't look like we've got any coffee here, though. Although there's a lot of Monster up here.
I'm wondering if are you at any point, Brian? Brian, going to put the
Criteria for what?
For judging.
Oh, now they tell me.
Do we have mics again? Hey, we do have mics again.
And we're back.
All right.
Hey, Billdozer.
Now, there
we're
appears to
wondering
be-
up here. We had set rules for judging this, right?
Who's tracking, by the way? Someone needs to tally. Maybe we should make a tally up here for times power has gone out.
We are. That's one. I'm sticking with my guess of 3.
Oh, okay, cool. So just as a reminder, judges, we're judging on like originality of how they plate, also the taste and the use of their secret ingredients, which is now the cookie butter and the country ham. And that does not have to be used in the same dish, but both
thank
have
God.
to be used.
Yeah. Actually, the cookie butter country ham
Yeah,
is very good.
I mean, I'm down.
Just wrap it up and put it in me.
Yes. Okay. And it's just gonna be a scale of from 1 to 10, and then we'll tally them all up and see who the winners are.
It looks like we have 2 dishes over here, John, being made. One looks like it's a bit of a cake of some kind with both. They're using the pudding, and then there's a ham kind of thing being made.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if they'll be combined.
Now, I'm wondering, because I don't know any better. Were all three teams given bacon specifically? Were all the teams given the same ingredients? Or did all three teams, were they all smart enough to know that there's no food better than bacon and that's why they're using it?
That sounds like the more rational explanation.
You guys are all brilliant, all three teams. Let me commend you on cooking and bringing bacon because, damn, bacon.
Bacon.
And thank you, Fred Zippel.
This salsa is coming together over here. We've got the onions, the tomatoes, and the peppers from hell.
Was it going to be?
Oh, and the garlic, yes, of course. But the garlic's not happened yet.
Is it going to be death by salsa?
You got the big white onion, and then it looks like scallions or
the garlic is just standing by while the onions are getting their due. And the garlic will soon come in. Depends on the mix, though, John. There's a lot more tomato now than there are the peppers, but I'm still thinking those peppers, we've got the Reaper and the Ghost and the jalapeno could still overpower everything.
And I can tell from his technique that he has diced vegetables.
He got it last time. Or no, that is sometime.
Yeah. Testing, 1, 2, test. Ladies and gentlemen, the Wieners have entered the building.
No.
Okay, so Wes, you notice what he was doing here on this chopping board? He was dicing onions. Why do we call it dicing onions? Why do we call it dicing?
Because they're like little dice.
The size of a die. That's exactly right.
Yeah,
That's where the
yeah.
expression dicing came from.
I did not know that.
Now you do.
I learned something today. Also, ladies and gentlemen, all these awesome teams, on top of the food that we provided, each was allowed to bring some of their own ingredients that we're reimbursing them for up to $20 for. So they can really go whatever they wanted with all this fun.
Now, did everybody bring their own bacon?
Everyone brought their own bacon. I just provided the country ham. I wanted to make sure pork was on the table, but they decided to step that shit up.
Yeah, and yet all three teams brought bacon. They knew, man.
Yeah. Now look at, can you smell that cook in there? Can you guys smell that?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, God, are you kidding? You have
Now,
to be
what
dead
are those
not to smell
sausages
this.
again? Garlic feta? Yeah. Garlic feta sausages there.
My internal love and affection to anyone that brings me a
Just peel
Coca-Cola
it,
to
it'll
mix
pop
with a
right
bottle
open.
that I have behind this table.
What do you need?
Coke? The drink for now.
Let me see this.
Oh my God.
Bribes are always accepted.
Bribes are accepted.
I have a bottle back here, by the way.
We said Coke.
Mike, guys?
Oh, sure.
Sample bacon?
Sample bacon.
Sample bacon. And it's crispy. Oh, God.
I haven't eaten it.
Absolutely delicious. Arnold died for
I don't know
a good
about the
cause,
rest of our
ladies and gentlemen.
judges.
Now, the reason they passed that bacon up here is they were only using it to basically prime the pump of the flavors and the fat as they're cooking everything else. That's just a side product you're enjoying there, John.
That there's renderings.
Oh. I'm having a mouth orgasm, a mouthgasm.
Is there another piece of that bacon down there? Oh. I thought he was sharing. He ate the whole piece. We had 2 pieces
You
of
need
bacon
salt?
to share, and Bill ate 1.
Hey, Bill, they need salt. Is there salt?
That's true. It's his show. It's his bacon.
All this bacon and it's not salty enough?
The only salt we've got is about having to improvise.
I am sweating like a son of a bitch. If you put that on anything, it'll make it salty.
Any chef worth their salt.
So we're getting some kind of dough over here, John. It looks like some kind of dough or pizza crust. Is that a pizza crust?
Pillsbury biscuit dough or
I see the
dough.
presence of
that stuff.
a, what is that, a ramen flavor packet?
I'm changing my prediction to 6 now.
Not croissant, crescent roll.
Ramen flavor
All
in
right,
the salsa.
I'm going to finish what I was saying. Any chef worth their salt knows you could use bacon grease.
Absolutely.
Cheddar oozing out of the bacon.
Oh my God.
I would like just to represent right now that Cast Wave has sharp cheddar melting out of rounds of bacon. and I am hard. Like, it is sexy.
Oh my God.
Which one's the vodka? Well, it's heavier. Oh.
I just want to let you know, as you all smell this wonderful bacon and these fried meats.
We're waiting.
Wow, again? It smelled again?
4.
Oh, yeah.
There it is.
So remember, folks, as you're smelling this bacon and all these wonderful meats frying up here, just know that everybody here in this room today will not be trying that food.
I don't really want to, but I'm going to try. Do it already now?
We're getting coffee. Is that coffee?
Yeah, coffee.
Okay.
Power supply right here.
Clear Russian coffee. So, yeah, this is a lethal salsa being made over here, John.
It's beginning to glow as he agitates the ingredients.
Hey, y'all. What do you say? What do you say to everybody that's got a
Pico de
nondescript
Gallo
beverage has to take a sip of said descript beverage when the power goes out?
You're trying to poison us. Alcohol
We don't want
poisoning.
people to die.
Killing a dirty joke just as it comes back on.
Better circuit to run across. Spread it out more.
Still not.
Oh, yeah.
There it is.
You know, can I say something about Gamer Iron Chef? I haven't been back to MAG here in, what, 3 or 4 years now. The last time I was here, I was a chef, a judge for Gamer Iron Chef, and back then they had ramen and Trix cereal, and it was bullshit. Look at this. You guys have come a long way with Gamer Iron Chef.
You know, these foods are great. I mean, we're talking about college rooms and being able to cook your food and all. This is all great. You get to a certain age, and these are the things that your doctor shows you on a chart that you're not supposed to eat anymore.
Yeah. And I haven't been until today.
Now tell me, sir, what is that? Roasted. Okay. Yeah, nice.
I'll need you to turn around when the mics come on and show that. Yeah, so turn around and show them what you have in your hand. This is black garlic that he's about to add.
Nice. Yeah. Oh, shit. And once you go black garlic, you never go back.
A lot of people don't know about garlic candy. You just, roast it in some olive oil, and it turns sweet. It's amazing.
Wow. Oh, it caramelizes.
Yeah. Now, is that what you're going to do with this here? Are you going to cook it, or are you going to add it to the salsa?
We're going to add it to the tacos.
Add it to the tacos. So this will be a fine condiment for each of the tacos.
Motion to rename this to the That Guy Workout Panel every time he's resetting the switchboard.
You know what? I noticed that one member of Team Canada is wearing latex gloves. Perhaps in the future, those should be handed out to all of them, and nobody has to wash their hands that way.
Are you saying you have a latex fetish?
Yes. I do, but that's
there's
beside
only
the point.
one glove there, though. That's
what
sort of the
happened
Michael
was he cut his
Jackson
hand.
hygiene.
I don't
This is
know
some
about
interesting
you.
action. He's opening the casings of the sausages.
We don't have them.
Anyway.
I had to get that from the med kit because he cut his hand.
No, that's not what I was saying.
Oh, the latex fetish?
that's part of his
Next year,
strategy.
Gamer Iron Chef, everyone's in latex, so you don't get to compete. Yeah!
I don't know
Probably
about
not.
you, John, but wearing latex gloves usually means I need to clean up, not the other way around.
Yeah, all that Santorum, you got to be careful of that.
Yeah, that is our third secret ingredient today, John.
Santorum is the secret ingredient?
Third
Wow.
secret ingredient.
I thought that was just brown sauce.
And they're leaving the room.
Hey, ladies, come down to Mark's place.
Meanwhile, the cake over there, the pie, the cream pie of some kind, is coming right along.
Now these
Many
sausages,
layers
we
being
got the
assembled.
feta garlic. Feta garlic sausages are now being split
Yeah.
and open wide and then being cooked flat.
They were already starting to extrude out of the ends of the casings, which was really picturesque.
Supersonic, what the fuck are you doing here?
Look like fish
Flipped over.
fillets,
They
actually.
do. I was just going to say that.
It's not here. Quit crashing my panel. If you're not bringing me liquor, get out of here. Come on now. All right, we're going to try to conduct some interviews with the teams as they're cooking. Bear with me as I have to switch off mics as I go down the room. Team Castwave, what shit, this is as far as I can
The
go.
next
All right,
blackout
hey,
will be
Team
7,
Castwave.
folks, 7.
What's going on? What do you got? What we got going on here, guys?
We got a couple of different wraps going on here. We got some bacon wraps with some cheddar and a little bit of diced up ham that we're going to incorporate into that.
Word?
And we're currently trying to cook that off in here because we've having some problems with the griddle top. What is it? But we're making it work.
The grill. That's 7. Is it hot?
Hey,
Power to the
here,
grill.
there's a switch right there on your, God damn it.
That'll do.
There's a switch right there on your goddamn.
Griddle.
You're good.
There.
Is it back on?
I guess that
Yeah, it's
doesn't
back
really
on.
qualify as an outage, does it? I think it was an.
I don't know. How are we looking on time? Someone got to watch or something?
I don't know.
What time we going till?
118.
118?
It's 1:18 right now.
That's, we're going to stop at 1:30, so
Recognize those guys.
20 minutes.
Throw them at me so I can get
20 minutes remaining in your dishes, contestants. 20 minutes remaining.
20 minutes.
That's all.
A dorsai pepper. I don't know if we're going to include that, but I'll tell you what, let me see this thing. Where's that guy? I have what has now been brought to us and is called a dorsai pepper. And I've been promised it's going to give you 3 kinds of anal hurt. So,
My tongue is stinging from over here, folks.
Adam has already devoured the pepper.
no fear. No fear.
Is there any more of those?
Oh, Jesus.
Are there,
I'd much rather play it on Steam.
I thought he was just going to say in his wife, and I got really worried for a second.
After I'm back home again, I'll send you a bunch of codes.
How hot is it? Did you guys just pass that between each other's mouths?
I gave him the
Oh my! Yeah. Oh my God! Smell. Just take that and smell it and pass it down.
Oh my God.
And now Adam is turning a delightful
Are you feeling
shade
the
of
heat, Adam?
magenta.
I'll open up a sign. Somebody's going to eat that.
So, fun fact about that guy, I'm on multiple wall of flames for different
Things you
pepper stores because I like it masochistic. I want it to punish
Kind
me.
of really nice.
It just smells like vegetables. That's all I know.
What is
You
that
can sit
pepper?
over there by the pantry
But don't
table
be
if you want.
fooled,
That's perfectly fine.
What is the name of that
Anyone that
pepper,
knows
Bill?
me,
Smells like bell pepper.
What is the name of that pepper?
He just called.
No.
I can tell.
Check. Yeah.
the meat.
Oh, you filleted them.
Those are the feta garlic sausages.
So, Team George Foreman, what we got going on?
So
This is as far as it goes. You're gonna have to lean it.
Okay, so we have our garlic feta tacos, which will come out, which is going to be our entree. I don't know where our bacon wrapped halloumi went.
Get them out of the way.
Okay, we have bacon wrapped halloumi with the country ham. We have a side salsa and
Don't rub your eyes.
salsa with extremely hot peppers. So California Reaper, ghost pepper, and quite a few jalapenos.
So this salsa is gonna burn, boys.
Yeah.
And lady, it's gonna
This
burn a
salsa is
lot.
going to burn going down and coming out.
Yes. Eat ice cream afterwards. Hope for the ice cream.
I thought
That
you were
you
going
can
to say
sit
it's going to
in.
burn going down and then burn going down a little bit more. coming out, yeah.
It might even burn coming back up. We never know, depending on how things go.
Yeah, he said that that ice cream would get rid of the burn, but the next day I never knew people use Ben and Jerry's that way.
Okay, we gotta let other people.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah, basically.
And lastly, we're gonna interview Team Canada here, eh?
Oh, hey, how's it going?
What we got going on, Dane?
We got several things going on. We got some beer cheese soup that's being served in bread bowls.
I love you.
We got some female bacon cutlets going on that we breaded in panko. That's being served on a bed of rice. And we got a special for dessert.
Yes, this all looks amazing. I'm really excited. As a fat kid, there's so much meat and deliciousness here, ladies and gentlemen. I can't wait till this is over so you guys can try whatever leftovers there are. I'm super hyped. Huh?
I had 2 other boys separately outside of Rick. Me and my brother Rick. There's a picture of all of us together years ago. Look at that. Can you tell where I am?
So is anyone here from the South? Further south than this? Several, okay, you can put your hands down. Several years ago, in a long time, long land far away, whatever, I moved to North Carolina. And I went to a place to get a hot dog. It's actually supposedly a famous place, Paul's Place, near Wilmington, North Carolina, just north of it. And Yeah, it's like there's a location at the corner of 210 and 117. And I ordered a hot dog because I wanted to see what this famous hot dog thing was all about.
He didn't know.
And they asked me if I wanted my hot dog all the way.
What, inserted all the way?
Well, I mean, my mind was definitely iterating over the possibilities, you know, all the way in my mouth, all the way in my stomach, all the way in the bun, all the way in the toilet once I was done with it.
Perhaps. I didn't find any
Well,
pose.
yes, they meant everything on it, but you know, all the way cooked was definitely a thought that occurred to me. So, as we watch filleted sausage happen in front of us,
Hey, look,
we watch
Now we're gonna
a
have,
bunch of
pork fried
condiments happen in
strawberries.
front
Brendan,
of
look at
us.
this. He's brought in fresh strawberries and blueberries. Now, we don't know what those are going into, whether
I
it's
think they're
part
going
of
to fry them in the bacon grease, aren't they?
I don't know. It could be for the salsa, or it could just be ingredients on the tacos that they're about to make.
Oh.
I think the basic idea for college cooking is just to use a little of everything you have in your fridge, right?
Much, yeah, pretty much.
Fuck yeah.
Teams, if you have clean
Is
plates,
it
for the love
really?
of God,
I'm
please
not
share, because you all have used through like
I'm still
100
feeling
plates.
just a little taste I took.
How are you going to be an impartial judge?
Definitely a very high
Just curious, are the
Scoville
strawberries being cut on the
rating.
same surface that you cut raw meat?
We flipped it. No, we flipped it.
Just curious. I am a judge. I'm judging the fuck out of all of you.
You can.
Because I'm better than you. I'm full of shit. I'll
I've
shut
got
up.
more paper plates on the way, guys. More paper plates
And
on the way.
doggone it, people like you.
John, you shouldn't be full of shit. You should save some room to eat the food.
I have been a victim of food poisoning more times than I can tell you. Once at this con, it had nothing to do with Gamer Iron Chef. It was that wedding that Wes and I
We
crashed in
crashed a
Baltimore.
wedding, and then the wedding crashed you.
Oh, boy, did it. That was a one-day con for me. I did Friday, and then Saturday and Sunday I was gone. Not good.
Now, John, we're going to surprise you with this, but they're preparing crab cakes here today.
My leg.
If you say that word one more time, I'm going to punch you in the nuts.
I went from the 29th floor all the way down fast because I was just like, I want to go down there and see what the fuck is happening.
Oh, we're getting some secret ingredient over here, guys. The cookie butter is coming into use.
Oh, man, and you never forget it.
The most sumptuous layouts of
I don't understand how that happened here and never anywhere else. Like, we've never had a problem with that at any MAGFest.
Only takes one bad experience to turn you off to it.
Right, and like,
I still like shrimp.
it's not like vaping suddenly got really popular.
Save me some cookie butter for my sandwich later.
Bill, is it 4 minutes? 5 minutes?
5-minute warning. 5-minute warning.
On a big tablespoon, just like peanut butter.
All right, guys, final preparation. 5 minutes remaining. Start to plate your dishes.
We've got
There are
plates
no
on the
plates.
way. They burned through somehow magically a lot of paper plates, so I've got more on the way.
Also, because we're just as good as one of those bougie fucking Food Network shows. When the timer calls, I want everybody to raise their hands off their dish.
Yeah.
You know, like I said, I'm more impressed that Gamer Iron Chef keeps getting better every year, but damn, you're still serving on paper plates? Come on, guys. Come on, really. And plastic forks. We're going to eat this stuff with plastic forks off paper plates.
At least it looks
presentation is at least 50%. And if you're serving it
Well,
on...
we are judging on presentation, John.
We're not?
We are.
Yeah.
Well, then next year you guys might want to step it up and bring some frickin' china. No, wait, Mike, say it right for me.
Well, point of order, it is Chinette, and not just the flimsy picnic plates.
Okay, porcelain dishes.
Well, actually,
point
if one person brought actual, like, paper-heavy chinette today, that would be a step up from what we're seeing.
Well, these look like pretty sturdy paper plates, but still, the point is you're serving something that you're really putting a lot of effort into on a paper plate.
But then there's the
real glass right there. That's it.
There's
That's
the
see
logistics.
now.
Somebody could get creative, run outside to the parking lot and get a hubcap.
Oh, you're dirty.
This is a hospitality entity here. You'd think we could get a stack of.
I like my bacon with brake dust. Thank you. And incidentally, you know, most of those are made of asbestos, so we could all get mesothelioma.
Mesothelioma.
Anybody seen those commercials? No,
yeah.
they never air.
Oh, yeah. No, I know.
Is that you on those, John?
No.
It's still on, right?
So I gotta.
Yeah.
Now the salsa has finally hit the pan with only 3 minutes remaining. 3 minutes remaining. The salsa has hit the griddle.
I got a completely random aside for everybody. Does everybody know what the greatest game of all time is? It was the greatest game of all time was determined scientifically at a panel yesterday, and it is Typing of the Dead. So you all know.
Typing of the Dead?
But by this guy right here, he's not even listening because he's cranking this out.
I do have to beg to differ because I've had a panel, and it's what's the greatest game ever made, and why is it Shaq Fu? Shaq Fu, goddamn yeah! Come on, give me some love for Shaq Fu. Yeah! You all go to
The
hell.
greatest game ever played is pulling out early. Come on, we need consequences.
Or, you know, the family game, just the tip. Also, since we're going to have a little bit of trouble with plating for these guys while we're getting plates, if we run out of time, what I'm going to do is run through and just talk about the stuff we had in the pantry and what I would have made the El Cheapo way.
Just to help you guys out when it's time to serve, for at least Wes and I will need 2 sets of utensils, forks or whatever, because Wes and I can both sample these things, but we cannot consume them.
John and I do not swallow.
Each other.
2 minutes. 2 minutes remaining in the competition.
And the folks in the back, I don't think
We've
you can
got
see as
crushed
clearly as
Doritos.
There are wine glasses being now prepared with what looks like granola and yogurt and fruit. Wow.
Yes.
One of the reasons the previous year we were looking for was a pantry where everything required an ingredient from that.
Right.
So you made do with what you could, and if
Oh my.
there,
And the
Yeah, next year it's going to get tougher. The only ingredient will be tofu.
I'm not sorry to say this. I'm going to say it, and I love it. This is not an insult. The bread bowls look like little tiny
They were
toilets.
all the way up in the retreat. So
Little tiny what?
I'm not going to hold that against you guys.
Toilets.
I promise.
Come on.
Oh, yeah.
Don't they?
Yeah, they do look like little
I like
commodes.
that. I ain't putting it down.
They're,
I'm saying it's cool.
they're sizzling these peppers right in front of us here.
And that vapor coming off of there is thick and green, folks. It's beautiful.
Thick and green vapors.
Also, just as a reminder for all contestants, once the competition is over, please stick around to clean up your messes, because we got to get this all cleaned. Oh, I'm not wiping your ass for you. Love you guys. Sorry.
Yeah, it looks like we're getting bread bowls from Team Canada. That's a beer cheese soup. Holy
Beer
shit!
cheese soup.
Yeah, with
Love
that
beer
big
cheese.
old slab of bacon coated in panko sitting right against there is the toilet seat. Lid.
Oh, there's something nice too.
Oh man, I cannot wait.
I think you.
That really
Yeah, I think
does
your
look
god's
good.
name is Billdozer.
Well, the pictures I'm seeing in front of me here, John, even though we have paper plates, some of them are looking quite fancy. They've actually brought their own little wine glasses to create the desserts.
Right.
I'm liking that.
Presentation is key.
Yeah,
Very
and
nice
that's very nice.
Kick him over, got it.
You know, the only thing they're missing is a dollop of whipped cream on top, and then they'd be perfect.
Well, they've got sort of a whipped cream in the middle.
Working on it. Hold on.
But they need a dollop of something on the top. See, because they
You're
look
right,
good.
yeah.
That's yogurt.
Oh, he's pouring something on them now. What is that?
I think that's a bit of a secret ingredient, John. That,
Oh yeah, that's that Russian coffee.
that is a 40 proof secret ingredient.
Jamaican coffee.
Jamaican coffee.
Pirate parfait.
Okay, man. Jamaican coffee.
pirate
You know.
parfaits.
Arr.
So
Here's the theme of the day, John. Delicious? I thought I'd shit.
And this fella.
So it
now,
is 1:32.
This is really cool. Using plastic
We have 6
utensils
minutes
on a
left.
hot plate.
6 minutes.
I would think
The phrase that pays
shrink here any minute.
Today's phrase that pays for Gamer Iron Chef is "all things must pass."
I understand. Oh,
What's
and
the clock
quickly,
looking like? What's the clock?
George Harrison.
6 minutes.
Yeah,
6 minutes. 6
there's
minutes.
been a reprieve.
You have
There's
6
been a reprieve.
minutes. Oh, reprieve.
Because, ladies and gentlemen, just to let you know, because of the rules, there were missing plates. So in order to plate the food, we needed to actually get plates. So there's been a 6-minute reprieve. We are still heading up towards the end.
So we still have 6 minutes or 6 and 6?
Now we have about 5 minutes.
Ah. Now we have
It must be
tortillas
Tuesday. There's
going in.
tacos.
Now, be careful.
It's
these
Taco
tortillas-
Tuesday at the dorm.
These tortillas are being fried in the oil with the special peppers. Remember that. I'm sure there is residue.
Yeah. Now, what is the big when you've had the pantry and you're in that situation? You know, either college or bachelor, whatever. What is the biggest Frankenstein concoction you've had to make? Like you know, a can of peas and you've got some wraps. Do you make yourself like a big pea taco?
Now, when I was cheating and there was like no food in the house, I'd get out a couple of Eggo frozen waffles.
Yeah.
And toast them up and put peanut butter and jelly between them and have a sandwich.
Oh man,
Yeah,
that's a good.
yeah.
That's a good answer. Now, a surprise, last minute, third secret ingredient. AA batteries, ladies and gentlemen.
They're extra
Plenty to
crunchy.
go around.
For that extra
What's really
vibrating
interesting,
mouthfeel.
you guys didn't know this about your badges here today, but when you sample this food, it starts to flash hazmat.
Let's see if I can make this happen. Yeah. Have a mic. I don't know if this will play that.
No, because
That sound was the gas that will be incurred by everyone here today.
most of us have not eaten. Most of our lunch dates are after this. Some of us will be avoiding lunch altogether after this.
I had a meager breakfast.
Hey guys, remember, even if you're not sampling the food here today, I've got to warn you all that you will be experiencing contact gas.
Contact.
So don't stand too close behind Wes
Is that anything
Johnson.
like classical gas?
Oh, it'll be classical.
He'll be crop dusting later. So remain seated.
And I'll fly across the room.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry.
I was on an aisle.
Remember, folks, the elevator party is not the place to be silent but deadly.
You mean you recommend like ripping it real loud in the elevator?
Be proud, man. Be proud. You know, you never see anybody in the elevator go, yeah, that was me.
I do that. I
all the time. I guess he's spreading black garlic with his thumb, but it just.
The only time you go really silent is when you realize there was maybe a touch of liquid to it. That's when suddenly the pride disappears.
All right,
How about
have you
the
ever
running
managed
gag
to
in,
pull off one that's actually silent and involves liquid?
Oh, really?
Because
No, that's a skill.
usually the liquid is making some noise. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
How about the running gag in Shaun of the Dead? I'm sorry, Shaun. Oh, it's all right. Oh, God! Remember that?
Oh, yeah?
His buddy would say, I'm sorry, Shaun. For, you know, some other thing.
Yeah.
And Shaun would say, it's all right.
It's just not picking it up. Yeah. You have to like
Or like form a cohesive sound hole.
Black garlic. You need the
3 minutes. 3 minutes remaining in the competition.
Oh, and the cheese. The cheese. God, that makes me want to try one, but I know how much.
So, Castwave, trying to bribe the host here a little bit, gave me some early food samples. Let me tell you what, you're in for some spicy goodness there, people.
Wow.
Because even though the guy.
Now, what is this one over to the right?
There has been some mingling on.
Is that a remnants plate?
Where did it go? Oh, I got it. I think it's all. Okay. Here, put these somewhere.
Yeah. Where do you want these plates? Where do you want the plates after they're done?
Just start serving.
Okay.
We gotta serve one at
Time to mix.
Yo, hang on to them and we'll.
Which team is ready?
Part of this. I'm just.
All right. So
Okay,
Team
so why don't we
Castaway?
just get Castaway to, since we're running late and everything, yeah.
You ready, Castaway?
Yes.
All right, feed your judges.
There is
Hand me another one of those paper towels.
Oh, there's sriracha in it?
Yes.
Oh, goddamn. Hey, John, don't eat this wrap.
Yeah.
Sriracha in the wrap.
Thank you,
Well,
sir.
no, sriracha might have pepper in it, is what I'm saying.
It's got jalapeno.
Really?
I don't know. Hey, someone Google sriracha and see if black pepper's in that shit.
Also, if you need to.
Oh yeah. All right, we'll share ours.
No black pepper, you're good.
So the bacon wrap is the appetizer, and then the. All right, so the bacon wrap is going to be your appetizer, and then we have the wrap right here, which is going to be the main entree, and then we'll have dessert right after that.
Now I'm really feeling the pepper gas in the air.
All right.
Man. Now, these are the cheapest things. What's in this one? What's the redness in there?
Great. I don't know. It appears to be a salsa type substance.
So me and that guy just tried these little cheesy boys here, the pork wrap around cheese. Let me tell you, for something that's just 2 ingredients, just pig and cheese. Oh, what's the third?
Are we sampling now?
Oh, I'm sorry. So pig and cheese.
Let's get these guys to actually yell what is in their food over the microphone so people can experience what we're about to eat.
All right, absolutely. So
Does it have to be finger food? Can I have a fork?
You can have a fork. Yes, absolutely. Wherever there's a fork.
I'm doing that because I'm.
The bacon wrap obviously is bacon. We incorporated the Virginia ham into that as well. We diced that up and then we put that in, fried it up a little bit, and then rolled those around.
Yeah.
All right, so what's in this bacon wrapped thing?
The bacon wrap thing? Again, it's bacon is the overall wrap, and then we have the Virginia ham. I diced that up. I fried that up a little bit, and then rolled that around with a little bit of cheddar.
Okay.
I do like the sweetness of the ham, and I like the sweetness of the bacon together with the cheddar.
Wait, don't eat the second thing of food because they still have a dessert to give you guys. I don't.
Take one.
So
My bacon.
the bacon wrapped cheddar, I think it had some overflow sort of spice from before, so it actually had a tiny bit of spiciness to it, even though nothing in it was spicy. I enjoy the extra spice on the bacon wrap.
I'm gonna have at this. Do you care about cooties?
No. We're kind of sharing over here too.
So what do we have for dessert here?
What's for dessert?
She'll be able to actually tell you better than I will.
Oh my God.
Oh, that's.
We'll share this here.
I need to know what this one is. What is in this? What is in this? What is?
This is these guys. This is their dessert. That is their entree.
Why are we getting their dessert now?
I think because we told them to serve, but these
Put
guys
one over here for Mike.
just started serving.
Some which?
Some Cheetos Flamin' Hot as well. Flamin' Hot Cheetos.
Oh, okay.
Part of the first.
That's why I'm getting the pepper smell. Okay.
Pass that down to those gentlemen.
One more dessert.
Dessert from the first dish, guys.
Who needs a first?
I'll pass it down.
We'll bet.
Which one?
Pass this down. This is Mike. Mike, you take advantage of all the dessert there.
Man, that's
And now to talk about the dessert.
Hi. So I tried to do like a dessert lasagna cake thing where the bottom is pound cake, and then I used pudding and Oreos. I layered that with another thing of pound cake, and I topped it with chocolate drizzle, Oreo, vanilla pudding mixed together, and I tried to make an ice cream flour with Doritos and chocolate with caramel, but you know, ice cream melts, so it's less like a flour now.
All right, save that.
And on the side, to like dip your Doritos in, you can use the cookie butter for that contrast.
Who out in the audience there wishes they could have some dessert treats like this? You right there in the middle of the black. Come up here, sir. I'm diabetic, so please devour this dessert for me, and then you have to give me an honest opinion compared to the others. So you'll have to try all three.
Yeah.
Just take this plate right here. It's untouched by human hands.
Thank
so
you.
you wouldn't think it, but Cool Ranch Doritos and vanilla ice cream really isn't that bad.
Now, Mike, or John, I brought Mike along as my tester for the dessert. Mike, what do you think of it?
That should be a Christmas perennial classic or holiday classic, and that's beautiful. Do you have a name for this, or is it just thrown together?
Just bacon and ham and cheese.
Because it reminds me of an old, like, English thing or something, man, a rum cake or something.
You know I want
Amaze ball what?
You know, that would be really good in this.
Amaze
Just
ball
like this.
cake. What is it? Amaze ball cake.
Amaze ball cake. Okay.
I gotta tell you,
a little rum on top of that would be like ooh, 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 wouldn't it?
yes, sir. Agreed.
So a touch of rum next time. But this is coming from a pirate.
And yeah, it's coming from a pirate.
I will tell you that sweet and salty Cool Ranch on vanilla, it works. It plays.
Did you want? You know, I didn't want to believe him, right? Like, who wants Doritos in your ice cream? But it is surprisingly good. Like,
well,
it's sweet and salty. You can't go wrong.
I gotta clear my palate.
And you have one of these yourself, or are you sharing with me? Oh, okay.
All right, I'm gonna keep helping people eat things.
yeah. Here, you know what? If you want
Oh my God! Yeah. All right.
Because this is the one that's
Wow. Garbage disposal. Oh my God! The chunks of cookie in it.
Hey, does someone want some leftover dessert? Dessert, come get it. I'm lazy and fat. Oh, this guy got it. Sorry.
quite mild so far.
should we start this yet, or should we?
Yeah, are we on? When am I going to get one of those?
Hey, Team George Foreman, do you want to introduce your food real quick?
Panko covered.
I got a mic right here. Hey, I can't go any farther than this, unfortunately.
Okay, our appetizer was we sliced halloumi cheese into stick shape.
What kind of cheese was that? Get right up on the mic.
Halloumi cheese. It's a sheep's milk cheese with a super high melting point. It's a perfect grilling cheese.
Yeah, no, because
we wrapped that in the ham. That was the first ingredient, and then we wrapped the ham in bacon.
Now, when you're with the taco here, that's with the feta garlic sausage. What is the? There's something underneath. Is this the bacon grease, or is that the black?
Yeah, we heated them up on the griddle, so they might get a little residual heat from that.
And I see a little black garlic in that as well.
Yeah, there's one container for the salsa down here, but it is probably really, really hot, so use with caution.
Can I grab this bottle? Yummy.
It has
I'm going to lunch, so I can
ghost peppers.
Guys, who up here is brave enough to try the salsa?
It has homegrown ghost peppers, jalapenos, and red Savina.
Did you guys have all you
I'd like to.
Reaper.
I'd like to offer to somebody in the audience who would like to try Team Canada's beer cheese bowl. I use this spoon. This spoon is not used. Who would like to try it?
Yeah, I need somebody also to come up here because my tester won't even taste the pepper. You want to try it for us here? Step on up.
I like it.
I saw it made, folks. I am forewarned.
You want a paper towel to go with us? Part phase of your life. Go ahead and grab yourself a paper towel. The dessert one?
And give that a go. Give that a go.
Scale of 1 to 10, where would you go? Compared to all desserts you've ever had.
We have some.
Oh boy.
They have some too already.
Good to know.
Thank you very much. What do you think? Oh, it may. It's not that hot at first. These are the kind of peppers that will catch up to you.
Oh yeah, that is true.
Well, tell me if it heats up as you go. But how's the flavor?
It is heating up, but I mean, we're used to like jalapeno.
So, are you hit with the first flavor you get? What is it?
No, hold on. I got to get rid of this mic.
Onion first, then a tomato second. So the peppers, are they still building?
Dane. Don't serve yet. They haven't given their dessert yet.
Guys, this is from team. This is from Team George Foreman. So grab yourself a fork and sample the salsa if you dare.
Oh, there we go. I think we've officially hit the Mad Max of celebrity chef shows.
I'll pass it on to a.
So, if anybody is wondering in a few days where their con plague came from, I think patient 0 is up here somewhere.
Okay.
No, it's okay. I'm tasted. It was
Take
good.
away, please. Thank you. Thank you very much. It smells so much. It smells great.
Oh, baby.
But I'm afraid. I'm very afraid.
Guys, if you are not serving or presenting, if you want free stuff, come over here, but you're blocking all the judges, and me being really fat can't get through there.
Yeah, if you're not serving or a judge, please stay away from the front. If you want to find
Okay, audience, I'm ready for another volunteer to try Team Canada's delicious. This is bacon. This is panko coated, extra thick bacon. Okay, grab yourself a plastic fork and enjoy. I tried it. I like it. It's going to collapse on you. This is a very thin paper plate. You got to get your hand all the way under it. There you go. Would you like a paper towel?
I gotta say these parfaits from Team George Foreman over here really helped cut the crazy spice. It was a good choice.
One more.
If anybody wants to try this salsa, turn coming up and having a chip.
I'll take another room.
Please give the salsa way to the side, though, because you're kind of...
Here, Paul. Do you have a spoon?
Castaway. Castaway.
Who made the parfait?
Try that.
I need a spoon for this, please. I only have dirty spoons with lingering other desserts.
What? They're down there. Sorry, I got a couple spoons right here.
Yeah, pass me a spoon, Wes, or throw one. That'll be fine.
Oh, that's one of the...
Hey, Wes.
Please give the salsa way to the left or the right,
Got a
and
spoon
not
over there?
dead center of the stage.
They're only forks.
In that cup right in front of you? Oh, I got one. I got one. Thank you, Wes. All right.
There you go.
Ooh, is that honey? Oh, wait, what cereal is this? So, that's what cinnamon. It's so delicious they eat themselves. They should have called it Querios.
Danko basted.
Oh.
That would be Sage.
Oh. Oh.
Actually, you got two of these.
Oh. Wow.
Yeah, there.
All right, so now that we're digging into Team Canada stuff, has Team Canada introduced the food yet? Why don't you come on up?
Okay, audience. Parfait that I may not consume, but I just tasted it and it's delicious. Volunteer who would like a dessert. Who hasn't already taken food from me? Young lady. Oh, no, she's for it. Come on up. There's plastic spoons in front of Wes Johnson. I think you're going to enjoy that.
Okay, Team Canada's food is.
Where's Mark?
We're starting with a beer cheese soup served in a bread bowl. The beer was brought in from Canada. It's called Maudit. It's from Quebec.
Yeah. I see. And this is
for the main course. We have a Canadian version of a katsudon with using the female bacon. I prefer to call it the Katsudon. Canada.
Yeah.
That uses the Virginia ham on the rice, and on the main also use the Virginia ham.
What's it?
And then for the dessert, we have a dessert poutine.
It's really incredible.
A dessert what?
One of these?
A dessert poutine.
Poutine.
Oh, yeah. With the cheese in the middle.
So I fried up
This and that right
I fried up some dough to make the fries.
Yeah.
I used leftover cheesecake for the curds.
This.
And then I made a poutine sauce, because it's not actually a gravy, out of maple, caramel, and the cookie butter. And there's bacon on top, because why not?
All right, guys, I have sampled. I can't eat a whole lot. I have sampled what I can. I have a couple of things of food for any of the volunteers who would like it. Is
there more of that?
Come on up. Yeah, there's like a whole you can have that. And sir, step on over here. I'll give you something too. You won't go away empty-handed. But can you navigate this?
Another parfait.
You will love this.
Oh, yeah.
This is incredible.
Really good.
So
You got your parfait?
There you go.
Rawson, did you get one of these? Yes, I did. Wes, you got one of these?
I had one. Mike had it.
Okay.
I gotta get
Yeah,
more
someone took it. Looked very fresh.
So I just want to say that my weakness in life is beer cheese, and like this shit's dank.
Oh, yeah. Holy shit.
There you go. It's actually good. Oh, hey, check this out.
Oh shit.
This one's got bacon on it too.
How much poutine we got?
That's the third. The second.
That's the third dessert. Give that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, third.
You're not alone.
The bacon.
I like where things come with the road.
Yeah. I'm interested. I'm hyped.
You might
I'm a
wanna
little
use the
horny.
fork, though.
Like, we'll see what happens. Yeah. No.
Yeah.
With regards to this poutine, I'm hyped. I'm a little excited. I'm really horny. I don't get it. Like,
You know, I'm very excited that I can eat this this sausage. Found something I can actually have a small amount of, so that's good. I've tasted a lot of things. That bacon wrapped cheese that they're doing right here, that was crazy. That was so good.
There was only
But
one
I had to
thing.
chew it up and spit it out, so it's disappointing. But this I can actually swallow.
For the judging, or do you want to know? It's just my opinion. Everybody's tastes are different. The
Looks like some kind of cheese.
panko coated, they weren't salty. Wasn't salty like bacon. No, it tasted like a pork chop. It tastes just like a pork chop. If it
You
was
wanna pass
salty,
this
I would have
dessert
gone,
on?
oh, I would have had an orgasm right here.
Oh, yeah?
All right, for any volunteer who's willing to navigate a dessert,
You got screwed by America
It's
again.
melted ice cream. Be careful.
This is the, this was the first dessert.
this is the awesome ball cake.
Who wants some ice cream cake?
Awesome ball cake.
Okay.
All right, here we go.
It's free, guys.
There's a lot of food here.
Thank you, Bill. You had to put it in context. They thought you wanted them to pay.
Come share germs, everybody.
Yeah, the curds are cheesecake.
Little bits of cheesecake in there.
you know what's a great
and
way
it
to make sure that you
rocks.
don't get germs from sharing food is drinking a lot of high-proof alcohol. Just sterilize yourself.
What's left over in the door? Here's a cheesecake.
You know, I've always been one of those people who loves salty and sweet together. So the fact that you put bacon on top of that just brought it home, man. That's delicious. Yeah, it's like salted dark chocolate in a way. I love that too, man.
Other bacon.
Oh God, yeah. Oh, so good.
No, I'm good.
Okay, I'm going to eat both of these, I think, in due time.
How about these?
It's so good.
All right.
Just fill me with capacity, you know.
Teams, I apologize in advance. I'm about to mix your desserts together. This is. I'm about to commit some sacrilege here.
It's great.
Are you becoming a saucy lad? Is that what I see down there?
We have some lovely panko fried Canadian bacon that if one person wants to come up, they could even share. We can only eat certain amounts. We've had a good bit of this. It was quite tasty.
I am mixing.
Rest assured, folks, anything you try is really, really good.
Can you make it around a little closer? Here they go. Thank you.
Double that plate. Yeah.
Yeah. Did you take any of that halloumi? The cheese and the bacon.
For those who are speedy, there are eats around for all. Yeah.
Maybe. No, probably not. Oh God.
Yes. Oh, okay. Y'all, I've been sampling all this stuff. I'm really fat and happy right now. I just want to say.
Hey, I'm really impressed with everything I've tried.
Yeah.
I have to tell
Really
you,
impressed.
I haven't had a chance to try the salsa that was made here with these the Foreman guys, but I'm really impressed with the sausage tacos and the wrap they did with the bacon, the Canadian
Around the cheese?
Around the cheese.
I ate 2 of those. That's why I don't know if I could go to lunch now.
Yeah, 2 freaking incredible.
Really, really good. I didn't share that with anybody. That one I ate myself.
That's one of my favorite types of appetizers.
So good.
Oh, I'm okay. I had my tester.
I'm guessing typically you
And I had-
guys
I had-
would
I
not
had
have
a
put the country
surrogate.
ham in it. It would have been just bacon, right?
By the way, the surrogate thought it was wonderful.
It's amazing.
Man, that worked.
You can be very proud of that stuff. I'm just not the proper
worked.
recipient.
Hey guys,
Definitely worked.
are we officially judging at this point?
Let's.
I've been
let's start
judging you
officially
the whole
judging.
time, motherfucker.
I'm okay with that. All right, if we're gonna officially judge the candidates, the contestants, if we can get a little bit more quiet, that way we don't have to yell over everybody. And I believe let's start down the line from that end, and we'll come this way.
What are we starting?
Are we doing with numbers? Are
Name
we
the
doing
dish. Name the dish first, and then we'll give you our.
Sorry, I thought I was the admin. I'm not.
Oh.
Apologize. Alcohol is involved.
Well, no, like I was
Hey,
saying,
Adam.
it's a scale of 1 to 10 on like the things that I listed earlier that I can give you again.
Do any of the judges need a tequila chaser?
Yeah, does anyone?
By any chance? Tequila?
Routine.
Yeah, fuck it.
No, what was it?
Come on, boys. Make it.
Thank you. I know that's not.
It's cool. No, it's cool, baby.
So, Bill, we're judging on presentation.
Presentation, taste, use of the secret ingredient, and originality.
All right. Use of the secret ingredient
Scale
and
from 1 to
originality.
10, and then we're just going to tally up for each team.
Who's tallying?
Yeah, are we writing that down?
Yeah, that's what I was getting ready to say. Is do we have any pen and paper?
Maybe
or we're
we
just gonna
should
do it on our phones.
Yo, to make it easier, maybe we should just 1, 2, 3 instead of 1 to 10, so that it's easier to count at the end.
That's fine.
I agree with that. So you're going to rattle off the dishes one at a time so we can rate them?
So
And the team name. And we don't have
get
pens
turned
or
off.
anything, so we can't write anything down.
We need writing implements.
Before we get a goddamn fire
if we
alarm
do them
going
one
off.
dish, if we do them one dish at a time, we don't need to write anything down. You know, and you
I
just
think
say it,
one
and they do the
person
math.
should write down. One
fire
person
alarm
should
will
write
not
down
help
what we
things
Yeah,
at the
and I
hotel
vote,
right now.
and I vote Bill be the one to write it down, admin.
I don't have anything to write with.
Okay, then get your phone out and use your calculator.
I mean, I'm down
And if
with
we do
that.
one dish at a time, score 1 to 3. This should be easy. Bless you.
Here's a pen.
Bill. Of course you should write
Oh
down.
wow, something is making my. Are they?
Oh my God.
Something makes me want to sneeze. It's so spicy in the air right now.
Got a pen here, bud.
Wow.
Maybe a paper plate. That seems appropriate.
Oh yeah. How'd that do you?
I've got the silver one too.
That's my jam right there. Gotta have some.
What I love is the chefs are still cooking.
I'd like to celebrate with you.
Fantastic.
Why not make some excuses, right?
I think right out of the bottle.
Hey, wait. That guy has a computer. Like, yeah, the presentation.
Paper plate, my brother. Paper plate.
Okay.
Get a paper plate.
You'll tally. All right.
I have a computer.
You know, it's brown.
What dish are we starting with?
All right, can I have a member of each team come here real quick?
But when silver goes down, there's nothing just clean, you know.
Ladies and gentlemen, please quiet now for the
I
final
just need one
judging
member
and
from
tallies.
each team because I'm fat and take up lots of space. Who wants to be the? All right, so we have. All right, cool. So let's see here. Castaway, you went first. All right, so we're gonna run through your go through your dishes again.
Okay. All right, so our starter was bacon wrapped ham and cheddar. Our entree was chicken. Was it chicken wraps with sriracha, flaming hot Cheeto, and Mountain Dew sauce? And our dessert was Amanda Kavanaugh's Great American Dessert Dumpster Fire.
So we're rating all 3 of those things into one,
or separately?
Just each team's just getting rated
For
their whole
everything,
presentation.
For the whole presentation.
So out of 10?
No,
Out of
they
3?
decided to do 1 out of 3 for each thing.
Are we doing decimal points here? Or?
God damn it! Just pick whole fucking numbers.
It's cool. I'll give you 1 second and we'll be ready
Should we
to go.
pick integers? Can I have irrational numbers?
So Team Castaway with the sriracha
repeating
chicken
decimals?
wraps.
For
that team, 2. On a scale of 3?
well,
Yeah.
wait, no. There's like 4 categories.
All right. So tell us what you want.
I mean, that's what I was. I have.
What you want, what you really, really want.
So John, we got to do taste, presentation, how well they
I did the math in my head. 2 on a scale of 3. Isn't that easy?
Sure.
Who's this for?
Castaway.
Castaway.
All right.
That just makes it easy to
Well,
wrap it
yeah,
all
but then
up.
if everyone says 2, it's not gonna make it like. I mean,
Averages hard.
yeah.
All right, what about one start? So, Bill, Castaway.
For this might have been.
Flavor?
You know, I always prep for my panels. And I know exactly how they're going to go from start to finish.
I
You
did
might
too.
consider that.
I did, though, John. You guys changed the scoring system on me.
Okay, how do you want to score them? Bill, it's your panel, baby.
John,
you tell us.
John, it's the Iron Chef. They don't have an Iron accountant.
After 5 will give you a big one.
I see what you did there.
That's what I said.
All right. So are we doing 2 out of 3 or 2 out of 10?
1 out of 3, I guess.
1 out of 3 is how we're rating. John, what do you got?
He said 2 for Cast Wave.
2 for Cast Wave.
Okay.
Adam, just give him a fucking number. Yeah, overall.
I'm going to go 3.
Dan?
I want to go 2.
Danimal went 2. Wes?
I'm going to say 2 as well. I think there was a lot of flavor to it. The presentation was interesting. The cake got a little melty and a little messy.
Yeah.
It was awesome ball, but it was also an awesome mess.
Are we only rating presentation, or are we doing a
Just the whole
The
thing.
bacon
1
and
through
cheddar
3.
actually was pretty tasty.
I'll have to go with the 2. I think everything was excellent, but yeah. That's
Brendan.
I'm going to go with a 2. Also, just so the teams know, the team that gets a, I mean, do we want? If we're doing an entire, if we're doing. I didn't know that we were rating the entire team. Should we redo this?
That's not how I wanted it. And then
as
everyone's
1 to
just like, I
5?
just want to do 2.
I was.
No, let's do it how
Listen. Wait. We're gonna stop. Wait.
Okay.
Guys, stop. Listen. If we're rating everything, we need more points. It should be 1 to 5.
Yeah.
If we're rating in categories, that's why I said categories 1 to 3.
Okay.
So I think we should do 1 to 5.
So
that
far,
we
this
have a little
judging
bit
is
more.
melting like the awesome ball cake.
Yeah.
all of their dishes into one.
Right.
It should be 1 to 5.
I thought that there were going to be more criteria,
Yeah,
so I
I
wanted
read
to
our ratings
simplify that. That's why I suggested 1 to 3.
Somebody write some software.
cookie butter.
All right. So
Can anybody write software to take care of that?
1 to 3 for a whole
didn't you?
That's what
Paul,
I was thinking too. That wasn't my idea.
Paul Good, didn't you guys hire someone to write software?
All right, Jesus Christ.
Where is
Everyone
he?
fucking stop. All right. Adam, on a scale of 1 to 5,
rate the team
how was Cast
overall.
Wave?
out of 5, Cast Wave 4 out of 5.
Okay, Danimal.
3 out of 5.
Wes.
I'm still going to say the bacon and the cheddar was tasty as hell, but I'm going with 3 out of 5.
Okay. I'm sorry. Mike. Gross.
I'm going to call it a 4.
Okay. Brendan.
I'm giving you a solid 3.
Brendan gave me a solid 3 last night. It was great.
That's how many fit anyway.
2 in the pink, 1 in the. Never mind.
No, they were all in the stink.
I'm going to make it a challenge for you and give them a 3.5.
I have so. I'm going to go ahead and give Castaway a 4 because I got to tell you that fire Cheeto burrito, fucking that's when I get high or drunk, like that's the shit I want. And
See,
I'm
now,
pretty drunk.
I would have given him a 4 if it hadn't burned the roof off my mouth.
I like being burned from mouth to asshole.
You're right. Well, obviously, but
take note for later.
I've seen it.
Now,
We can arrange that.
I didn't care that much for that one, but the dessert I liked so good, I bumped it up to 4, especially because I think it's like almost a classic.
They just really wanted to set the roof on fire. Is really that's where we have to end up. I'm sorry.
See, John, you didn't have the awesome ball cake. That was what was supposed to put the fire out after you had the original.
Yeah, well,
Despite the melty nature of the ice cream, it was because everything was, hurry scurry.
Well, then let me defer to my eater.
Dessert. Just great dessert.
Who wants a parfait?
Still a 3.5.
Okay. Now we're going to have Team George Foreman go over their dishes again real quick.
All right. For the appetizer, we had the bacon and ham wrapped halloumi cheese done on the grill. And then for the, yep, that's that guy.
What were the ingredients in that?
And that is maple bacon, by the way, if you smell that.
Yeah, we noticed.
Yeah,
Now, let me ask you a question. Was the country ham the secret ingredient in that?
It sure was.
And what did you use the other secret ingredient in?
The other ingredient was in the parfait.
Okay. But we should know that with the secret ingredients.
The main course was black garlic herb chicken sausage tacos. And they had Mexican green onions and a quick squirt of easy cheese. Then for the
was that code?
Code? No, no code. No, of course not. Was the fresh salsa we did all bought across the road from the farmers market and grown in our personal gardens. Had ghost peppers, Carolina Reaper, and jalapeno, onion.
Also known as the ass buster.
And here's the college ingredient. We didn't have salt, so we used the packet from the Top Ramen. Boom.
All right.
Thank you. Then for dessert, we had the rum-spiked pirate parfait, and they'd use the speculoos in the bottom with cinnamon toast crunch as kind of like a tart bottom.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Yep. And that's George Foreman's knockout, or George Foreman's punch-out.
All right, so that guy on a 1 to 5.
I gotta say, across the board, everything was really good. My one critique was the taco shell was a little bit rough. I felt like I had to pull it like jerky, but everything else was amazing. I'm gonna give it a solid 4.
Seats.
I was really about that parfait at the end. It really helped out, sort of cooling things down. That salsa was also great, but it started to hurt, but in a good way, right? I think I'm gonna have to give this a 4.20.
All right, if we're being difficult with scores, I'm into that.
That salsa was blazing, by the way.
I'm gonna give him a 4.8 because the parfait was the best thing up here by far. Everything else was awesome. I'm pulling 2 fractions of a point for the jerky-like consistency of the taco shell and the easy cheese. I can't stand easy cheese.
It was the trap.
So the taco was probably, I don't know, my least favorite thing of this whole thing, which isn't saying a lot because everything was incredible. But the salsa was amazing. I actually kind of wish the salsa was on the taco because it just had so much flavor.
Yeah. That's
I understand completely. So I was like, add the salsa points back into the taco. The parfait was the best presentation of anything here, except for maybe the bread bowl because that was also fucking incredible. But the parfait was incredible. I'm going to give you a 4.0.
I really loved the presentation of everything. First of all, the parfait, bringing the glasses in, shot you up a little bit there because everybody else had to work with the paper plates, and you had these wonderful little parfait glasses. It was well put together with your flavors and the textures. I disagree on the taco. That was probably one of my favorite things. The sausages, when you bring in a garlic and feta sausage, oh, you have me there. Everything on that was really terrific. I like that you brought in the black garlic to put across the bottom of that. I would say I was a little disappointed with the little bit of the squeezed cheese there. Everything else was kind of high end, and you threw the one thing on there that kind of took away a little bit from it, but that's okay. It didn't hurt it too much. About the country ham bacon wrapped around what kind of cheese?
Palomie cheese. It works really well.
Palomie cheese. Well, it worked really well. That was delicious. That was really good. That could have been the meal all by itself. You could have wrapped a couple of those in the taco shell, and everybody would have gone home happy. I'm going to give you guys on this because of the presentation, because of the mixture of things, and the prep work I saw going into the salsa. I didn't try it myself, but I had a taster. Where you are out there? Where are you? My taster. I think he's in the can right now. Anyway, he said that the flavor was really good. He got a taste of the onion first, followed by the tomato, then followed by the slow encroach of death from all the peppers. And he said that he really enjoyed it. It wasn't as hot as he thought at first, but then again, he has fled the scene at this point. I'm going to give you guys a 5.
Oh, shit.
I find I concur on most points, Professor. I would have started out with a flat-out 5 because, for one thing, I learned something about black garlic. I'd never even heard of it. That doesn't mean anything. I've not heard of everything. But I watched the stuff being prepared, and I saw with great angst the peppers going into the salsa. and I saw that was done on there, and then the shells of the taco were done on there. I was worried some of that would come through and really bother me because I'm very sensitive to spices. However, it did not, and I think that was cool. And you know, the stuff smelled great. I wasn't about to dare to eat it, but everything was super, super great. And the parfait, the flavor combination, the cinnamon crunch on top, oh, beautiful.
Involuntary yummy sounds from this guy over here.
The only reason I'm going to back down from a 5 to a 4.5 is because in the parfait, one of the blueberries had a stem.
That's a rookie move. That's a rookie move.
But anyway, oh my God, everybody, mwah. I can tell you know what you're doing.
Brandon?
You got it down? Okay. So anyone that's been here for the past however many years knows that I am incredibly difficult to please, which is why I said that Team Castwave got a solid 3, because I believe in the you really have to blow me away to get a 5, which is also why Team Canada will not be getting a 5 from me today, because they did not. I know that I'm skipping ahead here, but I'm just saying, like, no one gets favoritism.
Out of order diss.
I am completely blown away, but that is why I really feel like Team Castwave and Team George Foreman, to abbreviate, you know, we're really on par with each other. Like, the dessert from Castwave really knocked me out of the park a little bit. Unlike the parfait, which I did really like, but you know, I'm not much of a fruit guy. Like in my, I just like, you know, and the only people that actually know that is Team Canada. I don't really like fruits and vegetables in my food. I just want like meat, cheese, sauce, cream, and you know, some sort of starch, you know, that sort of a thing. But so it's important to know that when I give you a solid 3, I really think that your dish was, you know, actually above average. Like, I really enjoyed it. I actually do like easy cheese, unlike anyone that doesn't like easy cheese. I was into the sausage, I was into the garlic, and I did actually ask you not to put vegetables in the taco, which is something that normally I would have let come to the, you know, come to the table and then just, you know, kind of picked on it and that sort of a thing. So I appreciate that you accommodated me when I was yelling at you. So I really enjoyed all of that, and I really liked what you put forth. And I still haven't actually tried the salsa, because that's going to be at the end.
Oh, yeah.
Literally.
Yeah. It all gets you in the end.
All right. First of all, Brendan was
Wait a minute,
kind
what
enough.
was his number? What would you give? Was it a solid 3?
Did you enter the 3, Adam? Did you?
I've got it.
Okay. Now, Brendan was kind enough to leave a perfect cross-section of your cheese, bacon, country ham wrap. This was fucking delicious.
The bomb.
This was great.
That guy, I give it to him.
This parfait was your dessert? Yep. It was fantastic. Those are both 5s. Your tacos, that drove your score down to a 3.5. Because the tacos were just shit. I'm from San Diego. Okay? You guys out here on the, you don't know, you think El Torito is Mexican food. You don't know shit. So you get a 3.5 from me. But I'm telling you, the dessert and the bacon wrapped cheese, oh my God, man. Serve that in a restaurant somewhere. These are both fantastic. And that you put high antioxidant blueberries, God bless you. The blueberries and the strawberries made it perfect. Fruits and vegetables are a wonderful, wonderful thing. And I feel healthier for having eaten it. Thank you.
Did you get a stem, John?
No stems. No stems. But, you know, stems and seeds are all fine by me in tough times.
And the yogurt really brought together,
encouraged.
dude.
All right.
Canada. So, Team Canada, eh?
Canada. I have more.
Okay, once again, we served up a beer cheese soup. It's served in a bread bowl.
Phenomenal.
The top of the beer cheese, the top of the bread bowl was toasted with a little bit of paprika and Parmesan. The beer was from Quebec, so you know that's pretty good.
Imported.
Yeah, exactly.
But you're obviously not from there because you said Quebec.
What?
Instead of Quebec.
You said Quebec.
I said Quebec.
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 You're not really from
I'm from
Canada.
Ontario.
Oh, okay. Oh, you're a Canadian douchebag. I get it.
That's Ontario.
And then the main course was a twist on a Japanese katsudon. We used the pea bacon that we got in Buffalo because we can't bring it over the border. Breaded that in panko, reused some katsu sauce that we actually got the day before, which I thought was fitting of a challenge where it's like, what do we have in the fridge when we're high or drunk to make food? Served on a bed of rice with the Virginia ham. On the bread bowl, that also used the Virginia ham. And then the dessert was a dessert poutine, which was crescent roll dough, cinnamon bun dough, cheesecake instead of curds, and a poutine sauce made out of maple syrup, caramel sauce, and the cookie butter, topped with bacon.
Oh, very, very good. You all might want to lick the bowl.
That shit
or at least
was
stick
fire.
a finger in there, because damn.
All right, that guy.
All right. So I gotta say, the beer cheese soup in the bread bowl was fucking amazing.
Orgasmic is the word.
Yeah, orgasmic is the word. I'm actually going to walk around after I'm done talking and pick up all of the scraps off everyone's plate to finish that soup. The main course was pretty good. I really am actually been fighting back, asking you to give me what's left on that skillet so I can eat it all.
Share that with everybody.
Oh, fantastic, fantastic. And then the poutine dessert. I'm a sucker for any poutine. So it was amazing. I'm going to go with a 4.9.
Okay, so I'm a schmuck. I don't actually like cheesecake. Yeah, right. Hate me. I know.
Who doesn't like? No, hate.
Wait a minute.
This asshole. I know.
The great Adam Seats that everyone knows and has his own button line and spends
like
$20 on a sandwich.
Yeah.
But won't eat ramen at home. Does not like cheesecake.
Shock and fucking horror, right? That said, the poutine was delicious. I think it was a really inventive way to fake out the cheese curds. I love it, and even though I wasn't a fan of the cheesecake itself, I was a fan of the poutine. The bacon katsu, that was fucking ridiculous. The beer cheese soup, more beer than cheese, still good. Like, bread bowls are my favorite thing on the planet. Ever. If I could give you an extremely high value of 5, I would. Unfortunately, I just have to give you a regular 5.
Yeah, 5.
In the interest of talking less, I'm going to give him a 4. It was all good. Not a big fan of how much beer was going on in the beer soup. It was strong, and I know some people like that. Not my thing. Yeah.
I'm also going to give you a 4. The beer cheese soup might have been my favorite thing. The chicken panko, is that what that was? Pork panko. Wasn't my favorite thing I had here, but the poutine, untraditional, original, I liked it because I live right on the Buffalo border. Yeah, so we have a bunch of poutineries around town, so I was like, that's not poutine, but then I tried it, and I was like, all right, this is great, never mind. But yeah, no, great job. I'll give you a 4 on that.
Oh, you have a mic. Oh, I do. Sorry. I think that the poutine was very inventive. Very inventive. I mean, it's not traditional, but you had sort of the look going for it. The bacon in there, I was wondering where the bacon was going to end up. I saw you cooking it and smelled it all through the early part of the day. And the cheesecake, unfortunately, I had to go with a bunch of my friends because I can't eat a lot of that right now, but I've heard it was very delicious, yes? Indeed. That it was very good. This was lovely. This is the pork with the panko covering, and what was that sauce?
It's a katsudon sauce.
The katsudon sauce. This was very nice. This was very tasty, and when I had it earlier, it was much juicier than it is now. I let it lie around too long. But I thought that was really my favorite part of the meal. On top of the rice, which I understand, you're working with, you have to work with a quick rice here. but you guys did a nice job of kind of flavoring that and disguising the fact. The soup wasn't necessarily my cup of tea, but it had a nice
It wasn't a cup or tea.
Well, I thought it was a cup. It was a bread cup, and the tea tasted like soup. So what are you going to do?
They look like little toilets.
Yeah,
That's my line. Thank you.
Well, you got a microphone.
Yeah, I know.
You're waiting for
I
it.
said it already.
You snooze, you lose.
I said it already, didn't I?
Anybody hear him say it?
Thank you.
Get on that damn mic.
John psychologically heard it in the back of his mind subliminally. I'm going to give you guys a very solid 3.5. And I think that the only thing that pulled it back for me a bit was the soup. But, I mean, everybody has different tastes. Some people really loved it. And you did take a chance and you went out there and you went with some strong flavors. For me, it was maybe just a little too sweet. But you know what? If it had been a little more savory, I might have been singing its praises and some of the other guys might not have. So 3.5, very nicely done.
I love the bread bowl. Very nice choice of bread to start with. That beautiful stuff, because that's the one thing I wish I could have eaten the whole thing. There's so much and I couldn't. But very, very good. And I like the fact that it was really berry. You know, what can I say? And the Parmesan frying the top. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And looking like little toilets, I thought. And then the back bacon breaded thing, I thought that was really good. I wish I could have eaten more of that. It was excellent. And this. Poutine. Poutine. I'd never expected bacon and cheesecake in the same thing, and both those things are very dear to my heart. They go all the way back to childhood, cheesecake and bacon. Never together. So, kudos. Overall, just because I'm an old meanie, I'm going to give it a 4.5.
Thank you. Got that, Adam?
Got it.
So I know I sort of put down Team Canada. Shake fist. But they they are the returning champions, so to speak, of Iron Chef, and they definitely earned a solid 4.9 from me.
Wow.
Everything they brought, they already know the diet of at least half of the people up here, which is kind of, it's helpful. You don't have to actually participate in Iron Chef to know this. You could just come to a previous one and decide that you want to participate. So it's not really having the edge, that sort of thing. So the one thing that I would say is in that poutine sauce, I didn't really notice that the cookie butter was there. You told me that it was there, and I believe that it's there, and I could be like, oh, yeah, I guess I see where you got that from. But I didn't really taste it that much. And that is like my only critique of the entire thing.
He brought the cookie butter, okay?
Yeah.
Before you go, John.
Huh? So that was a 4.9.
4.9?
Yeah.
Before you go, John, could I just add one more thing? I wanted to say the same thing Wes said about the rice. I hate a quick rice, but you made it actually.
One quick announcement, just to build up a little bit of hype tension. We have two people vying for first place right now, neck and neck, and you are the deciding factor.
Okay, but there are 3 teams, so you're just saying the first 2 teams are neck and neck.
I'm saying there are 2 teams total
that are okay.
That are neck.
It's fine.
Well,
give your score.
Team Canada, from the second you set up here and you showed me that Canadian bacon that you then sliced that frickin' thick, I went, oh, this is going to be a 5. You got fucked by America, and you know what I'm talking about. Yeah. That's not from Canada. They had to buy that here in the States. It doesn't have the least bit of salt to it whatsoever. It tastes like a pork chop. It doesn't taste like a thin fucking piece of bacon with panko on it, which would have made me cum.
And would have made Brendan very uncomfortable.
When I have been to Canada,
like Brendan hasn't been in that situation before with John.
The cheese beer bread bowl thing, fantastic. It's a 5 on its own. I'm not a beer drinker, and I frickin' loved it. Okay, it couldn't have been any. It was beery enough. So a tiny bit more cheese would have been good, but still, I loved it, especially the top. The Parmesan toasted. Yum. And you dip that in that beer cheese sauce and eat it. Oh, that is so good. Your dessert, again, you combine salty and sweet together. You poutine sauce, and then you put crumbled bacon on it. That was a 5. The cheese bowl was a 5. The American Canadian bacon was a letdown to me. I really wanted to taste pork belly, and I didn't get it. I got a pork chop that was kind of boring. 4.8 is my score.
Solid score.
4.8. I wanted to give you a 5. I'm just saying. Oh, you want to add?
Yeah.
My eater wants to add.
I reserved my remarks for Team Canada because they were the one team where I got the closest to completely cleaning my plates. So when I saw you guys were making the katsu, I was already excited because I have had more than my fair share of katsu in my time.
Tell me about the pork dish. Where would you put that?
That katsu is definitely a solid 5 for me.
4.9. Bump me up a tenth of a point.
Make it a 4.99 because Team Canada gets a perfect score from me.
4.9. 4.9 repeated.
2.7.
For the next hour, we will debate.
All right,
And let me
ladies and
just
gentlemen, we
say one
have a
thing.
winner.
Before you announce the winner, I just want to say everybody here today did a fantastic job.
Great job, guys.
A very limited amount of time. The cooking equipment was very limited, and some people had less to work with than others.
Yes.
And coming up with a lot of creative solutions. Listen, I would share a dorm room with any of you at any point, and I'm going to tell you that after today, you're going to have people following you back to your rooms going, you got the hot plate? Got the hot plate? Come on, man. Let's go. Give it up. Give it the good stuff.
Are you going to send these to your son for college? Send the recipes over to your son?
Oh, yeah.
This is not supposed to be easy. Like, this is not an easy competition. We make it hard on purpose.
You said hard on.
Yeah, we make the hard-ons on purpose. Yeah.
Okay, so who's announcing the winner? Who's going to announce it?
I'll announce the winner.
Are you ready to?
Yes.
Because we need everybody in the room to do the drum roll before he gets it. And the
Agreed,
winner
everyone
is?
drum roll. And the winner is, by 2.7 points, Team Canada!
Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love,
In all our sons' command. I can't say it. Glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north, strong and free. From far and wide, O Canada, we stand on guard for thee.